So right off the bat, that's good positioning to be either up there or like in the bottom.
Yeah.
But the one thing you want to avoid as Ana is being in this close to the fight.
Yeah.
Being this close to the fight means they don't have to, if there's any mobile characters, they don't have to burn any movement abilities to get to you.
Right.
And if it like, think about it this way, if it doesn't cost anybody to get to you, that's already a plus for them.
Okay.
Right? And also, the biggest, I know I was telling you this last night, but the best thing to think about whenever you're positioning as Ana is that you're the high value target. Everybody's trying to get to you. Okay? Because if anybody can get to you, the fight's over. Like there's no healer. There's no healer for your team, and they're gonna get, unless there's a hero play from your teammates, it's not gonna pan out correctly, right? So yeah, behind this, further back, maybe by the what was it, the fucking phone booth? Yeah, phone booth.
Yeah.
For the phone booth, it's much better positioning.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Also, I know you told me you're not really good at long range, but that's what you like. You want to utilize that the most.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Great nade. If anything, that grenade did exactly what I was thinking about. Is either it pushes them back, gives you more time to reposition, and it creates an opportunity for your DPS that should be flanking like over here. Do you see where I'm pointing my mouse? Yeah. Right. Okay. You see how it's so easy for like, there's like, hold on, let me pull it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I think, sorry, part of this, I play in silver. And where I'm really lucky to have like one person in voice chat that I'm not queuing with. So I think one of the reasons I play closer is just so there's more bodies around me. Like
Makes
when
sense.
you're in the back line by yourself and like you call something like, "Hey, there's a Doomfist on me." It's like if I don't hit the sleep, I'm dead because no one peels. Right? Like
that's good. Let me show you a couple of things that might help you with at least peace of mind for that. All right. So usually your front line, I'm just going to use like random characters.
Yeah.
Your front line is that tracer right there, right? Usually they're right there, or they're going to be holding right here. In lower elos, it's around silver, you're going to see them hold around here a lot more. Right? Where I would prefer you to position, where's the honor? Is right around here, like right on top of that, or right here, right? Because think about it this way: if anybody can get to you, they have to cross this, right? They have to cross this area. They have to get past your front line. If anybody flanks, right, that's an easy way for you to call it out, right? And if nobody's in voice chat, you can always just hide in hotel.
Yeah. Okay.
Hide in hotel. That should be enough time for you to cross. If you see somebody moving across here, or if you see anybody blinking right here, and nobody's responding to you, go in hotel and just start controlling your angle that way.
Okay.
If you're in here, think about it. Nobody can hit you from any side. They have to go all the way around point, and at some point, at that low of an elo, they're gonna touch point.
Yep. Yeah.
If they touch point, all your teammates are gonna be like, "Hey, somebody's touching point. Oh fuck, we gotta go back."
Yeah.
Right. And at that point, you push forward with your team, and you're right back in the fight. That's not the ideal case because you want to be as far as possible. But here, at least you control your angles. Control your angles so you can see your entire team. Right?
Cool.
So let's get back to the match. Nice. What happened to that Zarya? She got bursted down probably. Yeah. So that, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You see how when your team got grabbed, you walked right into it.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just go reposition with Zen.
Yeah.
The fight's over, right?
Yeah.
Save yourself. Right? And it didn't look like there was any like fight winning or team wiping ults, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, what you could do, since it was only the Reinhardt that got picked. Hold on. Yeah, so it was only the Reinhardt that got picked. You're only down your Zarya.
Yeah.
What you could do is you can nano your Reinhardt, keep him alive, right? Keep him alive, and he'll turn that fight for you.
Okay. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. I like the fake melee though. It baits out a lot.
Yeah, it's a bad habit.
It's actually a good habit because it like at higher level, divas and Genjis are looking for that arm movement because it looks very similar, especially if things are going fast. It looks very similar to you pulling out your nade or your sleep dart.
Right.
I'm a diva main, so that shit fucking sucks when you pull it off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You see, this is near perfect positioning right here.
Right.
Right? And let me tell you why. When you're right here, right? And your Reinhardt's right here. And the enemy Reinhardt or the enemy team is right here.
Yeah.
Right? What you now you control this angle. Yeah, you're open to flanks, but chances are at the elo that you're playing, nobody's going to be flanking around that way. And if they are, you can always just move back.
Move backwards,
right?
yeah.
You move back, you still control that angle. Right? Now you can also see this angle. Right? Now, why that is perfect positioning is because I don't know why this trash. Anyways, what you could do, you can essentially throw your grenade right here on the map geometry.
Yeah.
And it'll hit this area.
Okay.
Or at least this area. And that turns into a purple Reinhardt, and your team moves in.
Right.
Perfect position. So you control that. Control that distance. Remember, distance is your best friend.
Yeah.
The only way you should be moving up is if you have no like peelers whatsoever, and you don't know what the other team is running.
Okay.
Why did I launch? I don't know why I don't know why Petal gave up that ground when you're healing. Right?
Yeah.
So right there, look at this. All right. Instead of throwing it at the ground right there, you can throw it right here. All of that is purple. All of that is purple. Pig Dog is not good enough of a tank to notice that. He's not going to jump up and catch it.
Right.
And nobody at like even low plat, nobody like anticipates that.
Okay.
Nice block. Checking flanks, that's good. There you go. There you go. Whoa.
I have a weird mouse glitch where I turn and sometimes I just spin at the ground or the ceiling. I don't know why.
Oh. So mechanically, another thing you could also work on.
Yeah.
At that point, let me just cover that real quick. At that point, it's perfectly fine
to nano zen there.
To nano zen. Yeah, nano zen because they're I guarantee you they're dumping all their resources to catch your healing partner.
I was just wondering because at that point they like I'm pretty like I know the Sombra player. So usually when the EMPs are usually always a setup for like either a nano blade or just a normal blade or whatnot. So at that point, is it just like save nano, call it a lost fight, and just team wipe and regroup, or fight that?
Well, let's look at the kill feed. Let's see what your win conditions are. Is anybody dead yet?
No.
Then it's smart to nano
Okay.
Zen.
Okay.
Because if you can keep Zen alive, that Genji that's blading right there, you see him?
Yeah.
He's making a beeline for your support partner.
Yeah.
Right? So he's gonna take 2 or 3 even like hold on, let me see if anybody's ults up. Did you press tab at all?
I don't think so recently.
But I know Jamin. Jamin probably had trans up or is very close to it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that right there, keep him alive. That Reinhardt will swing, and will kill either Sombra or Genji.
Okay.
Right? Even if you don't make it out alive, they wasted 2 ultimates on you.
Yep.
Or at least so let's say you can get caught by the EMP, right? If let's say you nano the Zen and the Genji player is going for the Zen, or goes for the Zen and doesn't get the kill because he's nanoed, he turns to you and swings at you and one shots you because he's nanoed, right? That's 2 ultimates for a fight that you guys can still turn.
Okay. Yeah.
I like the sleep attempt though. I appreciate that.
I did use nano there. I think I just died before it actually popped off.
Oh, you tried to nano Reinhardt, I think, right?
I don't even know. I think it was just a fade to black.
Just press Q.
Just pray and press Q.
For sure. Yeah, so Zen had
trans. Yeah.
Okay. The positioning, controlling angles. That's a nano, or that's a purple right there.
Yeah.
Right. You see, as an Ana player, what you want to be looking forward to the most is this moment right here. That moment right there.
Right.
Reinhardt doesn't have shield up. You throw that nano at his feet or at that window, that green window.
Yeah.
And nobody's making it out of there alive.
Right.
They're not gonna have the balls to
push forward.
To grab. Yeah, to push forward.
Yeah.
Right there. I know it's a split second, but the faster you get at like recognizing situations, I guarantee you'll land those things.
Okay.
That was a bad trans. So right here, do you hard yeah, you hard scope. All right.
Yeah.
So a good thing while you're still moving, like because obviously you want to get to position as fast as possible, right?
Yeah.
You have to make use of that quick scope.
Right.
It's not going to be easy like learning it, or not learning because you'll learn it pretty fast. It's not going to be easy like just making that like your part of your rhythm.
Yeah.
But the more you do it, the easier it gets.
Okay.
There's no trick to like getting better at it. It's really just playing on a paintball.
Okay.
Or just getting faster and faster. That's really it. That's really it. Like even at my level, I'm not even that much higher than him. I'm like 3K right now. Like it still puzzles me.
Yeah. It's only twice the SR, no worries.
Wait, what's your SR?
No, sorry, I'm 1800, so not twice.
Oh, that's not that bad. Trust me, I was 1800 once too. It's not. You'll get out of there quick. Boom. Boom.
No.
Boom. Let's go. Clean up. Okay. Nice sleep. All right. But you see, this is a little bit of a micro thing that you can that it's a lot harder to get better at. But what was your idea in terms of why did you throw that nade?
That was because my brain runs a little slower, and for some and when I saw the Reinhardt there before, I was like, this is a good idea.
This is a good idea. Yeah, that in a lot of cases, it's a good idea to just if you see an opening, take it, right? But
I just need to get better at also like aiming higher and like actually working off map geometry than actually like aiming nades at shields and hoping they drop them at inopportune moments.
Yeah, but also keep in mind throwing grenades when you're at a low ground significantly. It's kind of like a Hail Mary.
Yep.
Right, and in this fight, imagine if you just saved your imagine if you saved it for right there.
Yeah, right? That would have been really good.
That would have been a fight win, even though you slept the Genji, which is pretty much one of the hardest things you could do as an Ana player.
Yeah.
All right. That would have been a fight win right there. And never do this. Never turn your back on the front line to heal.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if you're in front of somebody already, who's taking the damage? You or the person that's low?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Anyways, but yeah, so let's keep going. At that point, like look at if this when your Reinhardt's the only one in grab.
Yep.
What you want to do is just hard scope and just empty your clip into him.
Okay. Yeah.
You see how you're still using like a projectile dart?
Yep.
It's
this I don't.
It's a lot slower. It's a lot slower.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That could have been a good nano. Just get out of there. Just get out of there. There you go. There you go. Nice hard. No, just hard scope that. Just gotta hard scope that, and Zen will frag out if you just keep him alive.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so for holding third point.
Yep.
Holding third point, here's something that you can take advantage of. When you're holding, where are you? We're here. When you're holding here, you only control this angle.
Yeah. No, that was a super bad spot, yeah.
Right, or even maybe even the high ground. But at that point, anybody in the high ground, you want to avoid them. There's a pillar here that you can hide behind.
Okay.
Right. You can hide behind that. It's elevated, so you have more of an angle. You can control this lane. Right?
Yeah.
Control that lane, and you still have vision over everybody you need to have vision over.
Right. I'm pretty sure that was a case of me just pressing W and going, oh wait, they're a lot closer than I thought they were.
Yeah. Or you can also just use this angle.
Yeah.
Or this one.
Okay.
Right. You still control this. If they're like right here already, right? Let me delete this shit. So you still control. If you're right here, you still control this angle. This angle. Right. Everybody in the middle right here is getting healed.
Yeah.
Right? And most of the time, if the cart is already like right around here, your team is going to be positioned right here, around that area, around this area, right? So generally speaking, that's better. You have the mini right there. You can just drop down, reposition, drop down, reposition.
Okay.
Right? It's a lot better for you because think about how many steps do they have to cover to get to you, right? Either they go through here, which is the death pit, and anybody can see that window.
Yeah.
Right? Or they have to cross your entire team just to get to you.
Okay.
Right? Nice trans. I saw that trans. I was telling Pac, I was like, oh, nice trans.
Yeah.
You know, too many ultimates, but it's fine. Because it's you guys are fighting for your life at this point. But look at that. You're fresh meat for Sombra. If you were over there, the damage fall off is nowhere even near close to being lethal. Right? All your team is in view. And you're right? A lot of positional advantage on that side.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so somebody's behind you.
Yeah.
You call it out, probably, right?
Yeah, I think it was some person.
Alright, it's a great opportunity right here.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah, so you're already out of position. What you could do is you could take this exit right here.
Right.
Just nano, or just hit that anti.
Right.
Because Diva's DMing front.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody might be behind them and like, like might tag you, but you're out of position already.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a miracle for you to get out of that situation anyways. Right? Yep. So might as well do the Jonak play and make an opening.
Right.
Right? Right. See? There you go. Oh, you get out.
Yeah. Because
they protected you.
My Zarya is amazing.
I wish my Zarya was amazing.
Solo. Yeah. Lusta's really good.
Fucked up, dude.
I'm just kidding, dude. So I don't have to tell you why that sleep dart was a bad idea, right?
Because of the thing that happened right afterwards.
Yeah. So that's another thing. That's one more thing that like lower SR players don't really tend to think about is cooldown management, right? Don't throw out your sleep dart unless you're certain you can make an opportunity happen.
Right.
Because most of the time, that's your only defense mechanism. Most of the time. Especially if you know they're running Genji, which you do know.
Yep.
Right? And I think they're running they're running Sombra. But yeah, those are two hackers, or those are two hackers. Those are two flankers that are making a beeline for you or Zen. Right? Always save your sleep dart as a defense thing. Unless you are certain you can make an opportunity happen. Because a lot of the times, you'll sleep like an enemy Reinhardt, but everybody's looking at the enemy Reinhardt and shooting him anyways.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of this too. Like where I'll like throw a sleep in there, but like I landed the sleep, but everybody's shooting at them anyways.
Yeah.
Right. So what value did we get out of that sleep? Nothing, because they literally just woke up. Right. So that's one of the things you want to constantly be thinking about, and it's not going to come to you overnight. Like I said, I'm barely diamond, and I'm still having trouble with that.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Good. Denying angles. Nice sleep. Can you tell everybody about that sleep?
Yep.
Okay, good. I'd be screaming to the high heavens.
It's also they had a widow camping that angle, so it was.
So that's good. You see what you're
terrifying.
doing right now?
Yeah.
You see what you're doing? This is you. So you identify the widow, right? Takes a shot at you. Tell me what you're doing right now.
Staying out of the sight line while still being able to heal.
You're denying angles, right?
Yep.
And you're healing your team. As an Ana player, that is 95% of your job, right? You're denying angles. You're still able to heal, right?
Yeah.
I would love for you to be able to quickscope more, because that repositioning Reinhardt would be alive if the darts were hit scan.
Right.
And you wouldn't be pushed out like this. But now you know what not to do. But that was great, though. That was great. You got in, denied the angle, and you were able to provide value to your team. Good, good. This is why you don't play like Jonek. This is great, but
I can't.
You also have to understand
Yeah.
that widow right there is looking right at you.
Yeah.
Checking that door. And boom.
I'm still alive. Again. Really good.
That's actually all right. Sorry. All right. I think I know what happens next. I think this is the infamous headshot, right?
This is the infamous, like, what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah, so you get greedy.
Yeah, see,
you don't check your angles.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
All right, so let's go through what happened earlier and why that's a bad idea. All right. So you get an anti, right? But what happens to your front line now that
yeah, Orion's only getting healed by the Zen. Orion's only getting healed by the Zen, if possible.
Right?
Yeah.
Because this would have been a good play. Right? If let's see, where are you? This would have been a good play if you're right here, right? What you could do is hard commit.
Yeah.
And go right here.
Right.
Probably gonna get killed. But since the Reinhardt and let's see who was anti. No, the Reinhardt wasn't anti. Never mind. That was
Hog and Ana.
Yeah. So either you commit. Overwatch, Jesus. All right. So either you kill the enemy Ana, who was right here.
Yep.
And the Hog. You kill the enemy Ana, deny that healing.
Yep.
That Reinhardt will either keep the shield up or drop it to swing. Right? Two choices, because he just got hit with a bio. And they had a Hog right here who was half health, right?
Yep.
Either you make that opportunity happen, because no matter what you do, what you're avoiding at this point is the widow.
Yeah.
Because if I don't know how Yin Yang didn't see you.
I think also because I think what happened during this fight, our widow managed to kill her because she's probably staring at me. Because we had a widow. You can't see where I'm pointing.
Yeah.
Main.
I think the widow was like around here somewhere. Wherever. But somebody had an eyesight on him.
Yeah.
Or whatever Yin Yang is. I'm confused, honestly. All right. So either you hard commit and kill the Ana, which will open up a play for you, which is exactly what Jonak would do. I can tell you watch his streams. And your Reinhardt's like right here, right? Right. I think that was the positioning. Either you kill the Ana and make that play happen.
Yeah.
Right. Or you stay here and you try to heal the Reinhardt through it.
Right.
At which point she'll probably see you, and if she didn't get killed, she'll kill you.
Yeah.
Right. That's a great ante, but you either you reposition quick.
Yeah.
Or you stay, you commit and heal.
Yeah.
Both sides, it's a very, very iffy scenario, right? You want to avoid having to make those tough decisions.
Yeah.
Right? Unless you're like super good like Jonak, right? Or like unless you're like leagues above who you're playing against, you don't want to take that type of risk, right? I learned actually from Hansi from a long time ago. From a different game actually. It's like it plays like this are flashy, and when they work, they're awesome, and they go on highlight reels.
Yeah.
But the reason why they're big plays is because most of the time they never fucking work.
Yeah.
Right. So the smarter play would have been just to sustain your Reinhardt, have them, But since I can kind of see it because you got the Ana like to 1 health, right? You could have taken that. But those are the situations you want to avoid having.
Yeah.
Right. Avoid those. Fucking Overwatch again. You want to avoid those situations because they're very high risk, and you guys still had time. So see your Reinhardt's dead.
Yeah.
Right. But less peels for you, so that's good.
He's great.
I won't even talk about the next part because the next part's just
that's not really something you do.
Yeah, that's something. I don't think you make that a habit.
No.
All right, let's see. Fight. All right. So right here, what I would do, just sit where you're at, just hard scope, and just keep clicking.
Yeah, we didn't need all there either.
Yes. I mean, I guess I can see it because they were moving forward. All right. Controlling angles. You get anti. That's a good sleep. Did you plan that?
Yeah. Well, I didn't call it out, but I was going for that one.
That's what's up. That's good. Good.
There's a Widow Higer in there, so.
Yeah.
I think there's a call here that there's a Roadhog behind.
Yep. Yeah, I'm hearing the calls now.
This is fun. I tilted the fuck out
of him. What is?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see this.
Yeah.
What? Did you hear her or something?
No.
Or
I'm
was this
well. Yeah, it was completely luck.
Cause that's like
I
winning the lottery.
I literally melee spam all the time, and he just happened to be there while I was repositioning.
Cause that Sombra is like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
That's phenomenal right there. That's.
Yeah.
I was freaking the fuck out. I was making Pax's ears bleed.
Yeah.
All right. So at that point, like I like the positioning right here. But what you could do instead of right there, what you could do is how like you're like right around here.
Yeah.
And your team is pushing cart like right around here.
Yeah.
What you could start doing is rotating on this side,
across.
on this high ground.
Mm-hmm.
This elevated high ground gives you more a better chance of landing a good nade.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Wasted nade.
Yep. Wasted nade, wasted sleep.
There's the bug.
Mouse glitch, yep.
All right. So here's one of those scenarios that are really rare as for an attack. It's a scenario where you are completely warranted in just hard scoping.
Yep.
Because think about the angle that's created for you, right? It's super small, and Reinhardt's shield covers all of it. Right.
Okay.
So at that point, the only way that I learned this from ML7. Do you watch ML7 a lot?
No.
All right. So ML7 is on a one trick that has reached like 4,300 or like top 500 essentially.
Okay.
Right. So one of the things that's valuable that you can learn as an Ana player is knowing when and when not to hard scope, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of those scenarios where you can entirely hard scope and you don't lose anything, right? You lose situational awareness. You don't lose anything that you would normally use, because usually what do you lose when you're hard scoping?
Just
you lose
movement.
mobility.
Yeah.
You lose mobility and awareness, right? Because your vision is such a narrow view, right? But the angle that is controlled is so small that it fits entirely in your scope, right? All 6 other players, all 6 enemy team players are in front of you and can be within your scope. They might not be like within vision because of like geometry and like cover, but they should be within your scope, right? If the entire enemy team is in your scope, you have 100% permission from me to just hard scope, right? Because when you do that, all of your bullets are hit scan, and all of your teammates are gonna get all 14 bullets, right?
Yep.
That's a nice trans. Jamin's fucking clutch it.
Yeah.
All right. Why the fuck did she put the fucking? Oh yeah, that. SMH my head definitely.
I don't know why their widow went sim.
Because it's fucking whatchamacallit. What's her face? Yin Yang.
Right.
Nice. Call that out. There you go. Yeah. Good game.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So the main thing that you can take away, besides like all the other shit that I said, main thing that you can like work on like right now, like immediately, is your quick scoping and your control of distance. If you can control distance, right? Like I said, I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but if you can control your distance, that is Ana's greatest like benefit, right? Because think about all the other healers that can heal as much as her.
Yeah.
Right? Only maybe Moira.
Yeah.
Right? And what does Moira need to do in order to heal
she
everybody?
Needs to be like right beside them.
Exactly. Which leaves her open to getting fucked.
Yep.
Right? If you can control the distance as Ana, you've already won. Because you can see everything coming.
Yeah.
Right? If you control your angles correctly, if your team plays to within your line of sight, right? You don't have to rely on like flick shots and quick scopes and like, like top tier rotations.
Yep.
Just to get by. Because when you're playing up close, like don't get me wrong, playing up close with Ana like that can work. It can definitely work. Yep. But you have to get your quick scopes have to be like lethal.
Yeah.
Right? When I say lethal, I mean like they need to be.
You have to hit them.
You have to hit every single one of them. You can't miss. Because if you miss, think about if you took that shot from a distance, hard scoped.
Yeah.
Right? Having the time to like properly aim. Right? Mm-hmm. That much more valuable, you know? So I don't want to like tell you like that shit doesn't work because it can work, but you also have to be really good at quick scope. Mm-hmm. Make sense?
Yep.
Get any questions?
No, it was fun. It was good.
For sure. So. And that should be it. Let me know if you have any other